I'm happy that I can recognize a few faces from a really long time in my life. And I must admit, coming here this morning has already started inspiring me. From the poem that we heard and from the song from my brother here, I think he has given me some lyrics for that I can use to score some brownie points. But honestly, I think listening to you all today has been really, really good. And I just wanted to come here and share my story as well. Something that was very, very obvious today is that I was supposed to come here to speak to things around renewable energy, things around impacting lives through renewable energy. However, I felt the story wouldn't be complete if I didn't take a step back to really know how I got here to be on this podium today. One of the key things that I think resonated very well with me in Aisha's presentation is passion. Honestly, it's passion that got me here. When you're growing up, especially in northern Nigeria, you seem to have been programmed already to do something in your life. Please can anybody admit to me that while you were growing up, they already told you, you were a doctor, you were a lawyer, you were an electronics engineer, and you don't have a choice. You just have to go through it and live through life thinking that you must be that person. I'm a typical example of this sort of situation. Growing up, I was told you must be an electrical electronics engineer. You must go into telecoms. I said, okay, no problem. Went to school, attended university, did my master's in telecommunications. But am I doing telecommunications today? No. Am I doing electrical electronics engineering? No, I'm not. But you see, it was that passion really that kept on driving me. And sometimes when events happen to you, and you know that you have a clean mind and you pray over your life, accept them. Don't be so hell-bent on taking one particular path. So when I finished my university, if you know the amount of jobs that I applied for electrical electronics, there's nowhere I didn't apply for. I applied for Glo, NCN, Airtel, everywhere. But I didn't get it. But it didn't disturb me because I felt okay. That's not the reason why I'm supposed to have a career. It wasn't, and eventually when they now offered me a job, they offered me a job as a customer service assistant in Etisalat. I said, no, thank you very much. But I was just seated, and then there was an avenue that opened up into public service. My early career in public service was a very, very big challenge for me because I couldn't fit in properly. The narrative is always, you're an engineer. What are you doing in public service? You are just pushing papers. You know, it disturbed me every single day I was in public service, but I felt I'll continue and see where it will take me to. So I rose through the service, and honestly, at my age, you don't find a lot of people that like being in public service. They look at it as, how can I work in ministry? How can I work in a startup? You don't pay well, the salary is small, yeah, I want to drive this, you know? So what you don't forget is that, what you forget is that is real life. As you can see in some of these presentations, It's all about being practical. We're in a country where there are enough problems. As Aisha said, pick one problem and try to solve it. So I picked the problem of being a public servant because I realized that because I studied it. But ultimately, am I the one on the field doing the actual engineering? No. However, with the work that I do, I'm able to report a lot of impacts. Why? Because I chose to be in a sector that allowed you to give impact. So for me, there has to be a reason why you're doing what you're doing. You need to be able to touch something. You need to be able to say, these are the lives I've impacted. Today, when we use renewable energy for rural electrification, what you find is that you are touching lives that before you, and I've seen it right in front of me, people start crying. Today we're in a well air conditioned room. We're here, everybody is very comfortable, your phone is charged. People don't have the privilege of charging their phones because they don't have the electricity. But providing that sort of electricity through various technologies, you realize that you can actually get somebody to charge his phone. Number one. Number two, you can get somebody to actually have electricity for economic impact. What do I mean? There are areas today where people are into agriculture, people are into selling commercial goods, and we have seen it in front of us that providing that power actually enhances their lives. 2 weeks ago, I went for a site visit. There was a lady who had a stroke, and before we were able to intervene in that community, she used to have to walk to the markets to buy ice blocks to come and bring back to the community, about a kilometer, maybe 2 kilometers. Bring back to the community, then be able to now freeze so that she can sell cold drinks. That was her way of livelihood. But after 5 hours, 6 hours, that ice block will melt, meaning she cannot sell cold drinks anymore. But by the virtue of taking electricity, she has now been able to do that. And this is how remaining in public service has enabled me to make this sort of impact. Because those days, even during the time when I was in university, when I was within my career, I always felt it's always important to give back. Give back within your home, give back within your community, give back within your local government, within your state. You have to give back. So from an early life, and I'm glad to see Maria here today, because we started that kind of journey together, doing charity for communities that didn't have water. This is a really, really long time ago. And that charity is still existing. Delved into a little bit of education and all that. So you see, I don't want anybody here, and please, I don't mean to go and don't go and argue with anybody. But if you have an inner passion, trust me, listen to that passion, because that is what will keep you going, and that is what will make you eventually succeed. And of course, continue to be very, very prayerful. Continue to build yourself in such a manner that you have a good foundation. So family is very important. And today I am here with my very beautiful wife. Who has supported me throughout my journey. I remember when we started, I'm sure she's like, this man, today you're here, tomorrow you're there, you're just trying to put things together. But alhamdulillah, we're in a position today where we can actually influence. We can influence policies, we can bring things to our people, we can bring things to our communities. And this is what all of us should aspire to do. You can make all the money you want to make, but honestly, what you give back is what is yours. Everything else, forget about it. Thank you very much.